smile like you mean it. Man.
I'm all sore now. Yeah.
Oh.
It was a Sunday. Oh my God, you remember the day?
Oh, good morning and welcome back to another Hawaii adventure. Today is a really special day. It looks like we have an amazing day out here in the Northern Koolaus. And after driving 6 miles in the rugged roads of Paumoho, we arrived to the Paumoho trailhead, and we're gonna do a really nice outing going up to the Koolaus, and if everything goes well, it's gonna be a really amazing day. So I can't wait to show you guys around a little bit because it's super nice. This is almost like impossible to plan this kind of weather when you come out here. I always wanted to shoot a video out here, but it's just really always windy or rainy or something happens. But today there is not even one cloud on the sky, which is crazy. You know, it's just something like really worth to see. The hike actually to the top of the Koolaus are not bad. It's about 3.5 miles, not really hard hike. But if you don't want to hike 6 miles to the trailhead, then you have to have a four-wheel drive four-wheel drive car to come up here. So that makes the trip a little bit shorter. I like to actually run up here sometimes, but today filming is perfect for a Jeep ride. Thanks Sandra for driving. So my plan actually, I'm probably not gonna go with the guys all the way to Schofield Junction. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna climb this peak called Pupauau, which is about 2,660 feet high, which not a lot of people climbs, and actually a lot of people knows about the Pauau Ridge, but the end of it, the actual peak, it's a little bit higher up from the KST, so it's gonna be fun. There's one thing you always want to remember, no matter where you hike in the Koolaus, higher you get to the actual Koolaus summits, you really want to pay attention to native vegetation, native fauna. It's really important. It's the most important part of our ecosystem here in Hawaii, so please always be careful. Just try to be as smooth as you can while hiking. Wow, you can see Mount Kala, highest peak on Oahu. Not a cloud on the sky. That's crazy. So this is actually the place called the Klein Memorial. It was built by HTMC, Hawaiian Trail and Mountain Club, back in days. And we just call it the tombstone. It's kind of a specific rock around here, around Pauamoho, close to the Koolau summit. And it has a really nice sign, which one actually tells you the old trails, like Pauamoho Cabin, how far is it? Wahiwa Trail, Waikane, Kipapa, Pehina Aya Trail, which doesn't exist anymore. But it's really interesting, like all these trails which almost like disappearing on the island, they are all here. Back in days, believe it or not, there actually was a huge marathon what HTMC was organizing all the way from the north, from Pupukea all the way to the Kipapa. It's like a 26-miler hike, and most of the people actually was able to finish in under 8-9 hours back in days, because the trail was 6 feet wide. Can you imagine the Koolau summit trail 6 feet wide? I'm arriving up here to the Koolau summit. The guys are here already, and look at that. My goodness, look at that view. Whoa. Well, that's kind of rare, right? What do you guys think?
We got a sexy view today.
Wow, look at that 360 view. Pretty amazing, yeah? Well, living here for 10 years and I never had these views before. I had some, but this is just too good. No wind, no rain. Pretty awesome. Right, there's the Pauamoho cabin. Super clean, everything amazing. Whoa. Yeah, this is the Pauamoho cabin. Mainly work for conservation workers. And if everything is right, there should be a little book where I can put my name. Let's find out where is it. Oh, I think it's right there. Oh, Kenji's birthday hike. Kwan Aida. Cool. Let's see if I find my name somewhere. What's the date today? Nandor came around with friends November 23rd 2024. Imagine back in days when the CCC, the Civilian Conservation Corps, was working on the Koolau Summit Trail, and they made it 6 foot wide. There were like hundreds of people working on it, and actually these people, the CCC, helped in national parks, state parks, making trails. That was back in the Great Depression, so these were like young men. They were actually getting some food and places where to stay. So it was a good way for the United States actually to use all these people who had no jobs to help them and evolve the trails and make new trails in different national parks, state parks, and same here in Hawaii. All right, it's time to go. Still have to climb up Koolau, which is not too far, maybe half an hour from here, so, and then I can see where the guys at. Probably they are on the way to Schofield already, but like this I have time to relax and, you know, take my time filming. Alright, let's go. Yeah, I don't think I ever was this happy bushwhacking up here, going through the bush, in the mud. It's just amazing day, like really amazing day. If you see me smiling and being so excited, believe me. So all this section you see behind me, if I remember well, it was all blown out with dynamite to make sure you can have a nice traverse on the side of the mountains, which is pretty amazing. Alright, fun fact of the day. Did you know this palm is Lolu palm and is the only native palm to Hawaii? The rest was brought in by Polynesians. Alright, we are at Powwow Summit. However, this is not the summit. The ridge is coming up here, all the way from Kahana Valley. Pretty steep, rugged ridge. But the actual summit is up behind me. Let's climb it. Thankfully it's mostly uki grass and uluhe, so, and it's not a long climb. This kind of reminds me the other day when we climbed Kalena. It's actually pretty bushy. Whew. And I wasn't on this peak like 8 years, so it was only one time, and now I remember we did the same thing. We climbed up here and actually climbed down with the fence. Ugh. All right. All right, Koolau, 2,661 feet elevation. Beautiful views, just amazing, just amazing. So get this 360 view, that's pretty amazing. I do feel bad abandoning my friends, they are somewhere there. I cannot see them actually at the moment, but I'm sure they will catch up with me on the way back. It's pretty amazing. You see Puo Hule Hule, Kaheolani, Paikualoa Range. You see True Mana Mana, Turnover, all the crazy windward mountains around. And of course Pupi, the 100th highest. That was an awesome journey. I still don't believe I'm just sitting on top of a Northern Koolaus peak in this beautiful weather. It's just amazing. Like I'm in shorts, t-shirt. Pretty amazing. So if you ever plan to come out here, well, don't expect this weather. Don't expect this weather. Usually it's not like that. It's windy, rainy, whatever you can imagine. One of these days are just like magic up here. Magic up here. I'm like 5 miles in from Mahalo trailhead, and my friends actually continued down to Schofield Junction because a couple of the girls, they need that section to finish their Koolau summit trail sections, so they're probably gonna head back out pretty soon. And now I'm just gonna, I think, follow the fence line out. I'm not gonna go back the same way I came up here. I'm gonna follow that and go back to Mahalo trailhead. Thank you guys for joining me for a really rare day. Until next time.